You're going to make this hard for me?
You're bloody right, I'm going to make this hard for you. I don't need to relive that just so you can feel sorry for yourself.
I might take the treatment.
You might. What do you want?
Grant and Jordan, lovely to see you boys.
Good to be.
Thanks for having us, Gordon.
That's what he was trying to say. That's what I was trying to say.
Grant, is everything all right?
No, it's not. First day nerves. I'm a bag of nerves, and but excited.
Yeah.
But excited.
Yeah. So Jordan, here we are. Day one of rehearsals. You're here for Chemo Savvy. So if you had to describe it, how would you put it into words?
I play about cancer, which straight away you go, oh, but it's a play about relationships. It's a play about family. Cancer is at the heart of it. Funny? Well, it should be funny. I don't want to say it is funny. I'll let the audience be the judge of that. It should be funny. Mm-hmm. It should be entertaining. It should be a good night out.
The thing is with the story, so many people are touched by cancer now, aren't they? I think it's almost 1 in 2. So the story will talk to the audience, but there's a bittersweet balance there, isn't there, of having a laugh and also sending an important message, Grant?
What we have with this is it comes from a place of truth, but given that it's all based on Andy's experiences, it's not Andy's story, but it's what he personally went through. So a lot of the experiences that Rab, my character, experiences while going through chemo is based very much on what Andy went through. But similarly, when he was in Ninewells Hospital getting his treatment, that's when we first started to have the discussions about doing this as a play, and he was speaking to the nurses there. And they were like really excited about it, about somebody tackling a play about that subject, because it is, you know, a lot of people shy away from it. And the one thing that they said to Andy was, would love you to do that, but please make it funny. Yeah. So Andy went away, well, it was Andy Gray, so you know, you're not going to do anything that's not funny with him in it. So that kind of gave us permission on both levels to tackle this subject without disrespecting it.
It's been a number of years in the making as well.
Yeah, we first sat down, Andy and I and Alan McHugh, in 2019. We first went up to Andy's house in Scone and we had a discussion about this. He'd been writing down notes furiously about all the things that had happened and the characters that he'd met along the way, and then Alan came in and started typing away furiously and coming up with the idea. By the end of the day, we sat in a pub down the road and we had a rough outline of the story. That was going to be our return to the Fringe. Once he'd recovered, unfortunately COVID had different ideas and took him from us 3.5 years ago, and that's when we decided we're so far on with this journey, we need to see it through, and we need to do it as a tribute to Andy and as a tribute to everything that he gave, not just the Fringe, not just the Edinburgh panto audiences, but Scotland and beyond. So we're hoping it's there for him.
Look at that, your necklace, eh? 9-carat necklace. Right, yeah, on there like that.
In a good way, Jordan, do you feel that responsibility to sort of honour the memory of one of Scotland's funniest men?
Massively, and it's, you know, anybody that ever met Andy came away smiling, laughing, like he had mates that were on nights out with him and stuff, and he had this amazing thing of he made you feel quite special.
Yeah.
He would, wouldn't he? Like he was really interested in you, and he made you feel like $1 million. So yeah, there is a real responsibility, and I think when we lost Andy during COVID, unfortunately never got the send-off that he deserved and undoubtedly would have had. So a part of me thinks this is a tribute to him for what he would have had but didn't get.
It's an obvious thing to say, but this is going to be an emotional thing for you to do. How do you manage to separate that, you know, all those memories that will come flooding back as you're performing and thinking of those moments and delivering the show professionally and keeping it together?
Well, because Andy wouldn't let me. You know, he wouldn't allow that to get in the way. He would want a good show for the audience. He ultimately always cared about the audience, and the fact that I've got Jordan with me, the fact that we've got Gail, got Sally directing, Ryan who's producing it, and Alan, everybody involved in the show had or has a connection to Andy in some way, shape or form. We all know why we're here, and it will be emotional, and I think about this whole journey, it catches you when you least expect it, and I've already been caught out this morning. I was nearly caught out just a few minutes ago, but it's just one of these things, because you know, we miss him so much, and we, as I said earlier on, we owe him.
Let me set a little challenge while we're here then. Right, I'd like both of you to try and sell the show, and at the end of it, the opposite actor will deliver an Andy Gray style silly payoff. Do you think you've got that in you, Jordan? Who wants to go first? You.
Right, so I've got to sell the show.
What's it all about?
The show is an entertaining, tribute to Andy Gray. It's a very serious subject matter. It's treated with care, respect. You're going to have a great time. If you don't like it, Grant will get your money back.
With a little bit of work.
Excellent.
That was Andy's line.
With a little bit of work.
That could have been a charming
Charming
anecdote.
anecdote. Yes.